welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. That was quite the loud bark in my voice, wasn't it? Freedom is cheap. You know, I mentioned this to someone, and the question was, well, what do you mean by freedom? Because, that just doesn't sound like freedom. You know, is freedom the ability to live wild in the woods without government interference? Because that is a definition of freedom that a lot of people have. I contend that that's not freedom. You have to have the internal freedom to be able to do that, to be able to make use of that, you know. The accusation was laid on me that I don't live in freedom because I follow government rules and regulations. And I'm like, I don't, unless it's convenient. But it's kind of a game. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. I'm not particularly good at following laws and rules. Pretty bad at it, actually. I make quite the game of avoiding doing that. But that's not what we're talking about freedom, because either way, you have to have that internal freedom to act, to do things, to let the system make decisions, to not make decisions, to freedom. Freedom comes at great cost. There are a lot of things you have to give up for freedom. You go to the freedom store, and there it is, a little box on the counter. And the clerk puts it on the counter and says, all right, pay up. Gets out the cash register, and all you have to do is put on the counter, to put in the cash register, your loss, your despair, your loneliness, your hopelessness, your anxiety, your frustration. That's it. It's actually pretty cheap. And you don't have to experience this suffering. Suffering is another one. You can use it as a default for all or another component. You don't have to experience loneliness and despair and suffering and loss. And you just have to pay, put it on the counter, and pay for your freedom with it. So literally, take all those things, put them on the counter, pick up your freedom, and walk the fuck away. Bye-bye. That's it. Secret to freedom. And you might say it's easier said than done. Well, not really. Kinda, but not really. Depending on who you are, and this is a lot of video that I'm going to have to get into later, you may need a lot of help with this. You may need little help with this. You're going to need something. People do not live as isolated molecules of existence in the universe, okay? At the very least, your system, your body, brain, mind system exists as an ecosystem with a whole lot of stuff. I can change your personality. Actually, change your personality in a very fundamental way by messing with your microbiome. It's true. You can't. This really happens. You could change people. So, forget about the skill that they have with mimetic inputs, psychological inputs. Just change your diet, change your personality. So this is a big deal. You may not be able to do the freedom. You may not be able to just leave that shit on the counter and take freedom and walk away by yourself. Friends, environments, all these things influence you, but that's fine. Whatever. That doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter because all you do is just work with that. It's part of the process. Great. Put happy paintings on your wall. Stop listening to death metal. No problem. Easy enough. There's plenty of glory metal to listen to. I mean, come on. You can pick what you're listening to. Universe on Fire versus Die, 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 My Darling. Pick one, right? Those are song titles, by the way. So it is that easy. You just put it all away. The very basic exercises, positive thinking exercises, love exercises. And that's not meta. I'm not talking about spending 30 years in meditation, sending out vibes of love to the universe. I'm very, really intricate, intimate, detailed change something to love. Like you hate the fuck out of your ex, every single memory, change it to love. Not forgiveness, love. Like go all the way. I love that she did this to me. I love that she needed this action in her life. I love that this brought me to where I am. Just bang, bang it. No excuses. Oh, I'm going to be spiritually bypassing my problems. Yeah, bullshit. You're just avoiding doing an exercise. I'll talk about that in a video too. There's a whole raft of stuff about that. Just do it. It really is that simple. Freedom comes from letting go of all that crap. You pay for it with that. You put it on the counter and you walk away. Not dragging it in and experiencing it and bringing it up and giving the mind lots and lots and lots of shit to deal with. That's not the answer. It's not what you want. That's not freedom. That's hanging on to shit that makes you not free. People have a huge problem with this. I'm going to lose people when I went over this. I'm going to lose people as I have them as clients or students when I do this. But let it go. You got to get past it. You got to let it go. Don't hang on to it. Hanging on to anger doesn't do anything for anyone. Okay? You're not sending out thought waves of anger that are making other people feel the guilt so that you can make you like. What does this even do for you anyway? Even if you could mentally project anger to make them feel guilt or pain, what does it do for you? Like, what are you accomplishing? This is all inside. Change it. Do the work. Do the exercises. It's not even work. It's just, we say the work, do the work. Let go. Stop doing the work. Literally what you're trying to do here is stop doing shit to yourself. So stop. Not that big a deal. Freedom is cheap. Inexpensive. It's incalculably valuable, but it's cheap. Okay? It's that simple. And it really is simple and easy. You just have to let go of those programs that are telling you that you can't do it simple and easy. The infinite's there. It's in me. It's in you. It's right here. It's in the wall next to me. Like, just let it in. All right? Stay sideways.